here we are at the reviewing area, and here we have Megatron in his dragon mode here. But like I said, from the intro, we're going to be taking him and transforming him into his next mode, which is going to be the jet mode. So, let's get started. So to get started, we're going to take his little dragon arms here and tuck them back in the way they were before. And now we're gonna take these and flip these in. Now we're gonna leave these wings splayed out here. But we're gonna take the dragon heads, make sure the mouths are closed, flip these back down, and we're gonna take the dragon heads and and rotate them up so they're like this. Yes. And then rotate the heads around. Just have to get some stuff out of the way. So they're like this. And make sure that they're close together like this. Well, because you're gonna take these and bring them up, and you are gonna take the knees, well, the robot mode knees, which were also the the necks of the dragon heads, and bring them up on this joint, not this joint, but the joint that's inside here. So it's like this, and make sure it's brought up so it's like that. And I did not show y'all in the, I might, well, yeah, I didn't, but you can use that joint in there for the robot mode as like a double jointed knee if you want to, but I think that's meant for the transformation, but you can still use it as like a double jointed knee for his robot mode. So do the same thing on the other side. You see, move it on the joint inside here. Not this joint, but the joint inside here. So once they're brought up, and you want them like this here. And I know these might flop down, but it is what it is. They may flop down sometimes, but that that is what you gotta do. So now we're gonna, okay, for the tail, we're gonna rotate this around and tap the tip of the tail back in so it looks like a nose cone and the cockpit of the jet mode. Now for these things, we're gonna take the dragon feet and point them like this. Then slide these back in. Like that. And at the bottom, you want to untap what was the robot mode chest. So you can take the arms and untap them from these tabs and these holes here. So you can get the arms out of the way, because these are going to shift down on this joint and this joint here. So it's like like this. And now you want to position the arms so there's something like, if I can make sure the joint here for the arm is facing this way, because you want to bring it down somewhat and then bring the elbow up so it would look something like this. And then you do the same thing on the other side. And we're gonna leave the robot mode chest out, because on the inside of the robot mode chest, there is like a little landing gear thing that you do want to flip out. And then close it back up. And make sure that this is tapped in. And once you have everything all situated, which I'm gonna try and see. Okay. 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 I was making sure that I had the robot mode arms in the correct position, and I think I do. And right now I'm just checking to see if I... Oops. Yeah, I think I got it. And there you have his jet mode here. So let me back up some. And it is a pretty cool looking jet mode here. I I I gotta say, and getting a closer look at the cockpit here, does have some nice translucent red on the front of the cockpit here, and the nose cone itself does have some nice detail work. And the wings, which are the dragon wings, but they are part of the jet mode. And on the bottom, you just have robot mode kibble here. And you do have his robot mode hands that are peeking out on the back, but there's nothing you could do. Although, I think if you don't like the robot mode hands, you can kind of do something else to hide the robot mode hands, because from what y'all saw in the dragon mode transformation, these forearm pieces do slide up and down. And also, these things, where these gold things are in fact wheels. Plus the front part of the landing gear does roll as well. So he does roll really well on the landing gears. And that is it. And I do think that the jet mode, just like with the dragon mode, does look impressive and really cool. So far we've got two modes, and the two we've looked at, like the dragon mode and this mode, which is the jet mode, both do look really cool. So stay tuned for the next part, where we're of course going to turn them into the next mode.